list of crap towns or in lists of areas with high levels of poverty and deprivation, or that it's the end of the line with nowhere to go but the North Sea, or the place with the lowest voter turnout. But Hull is also Hull's also the city that raised me, and I know it in other ways too. I know it as a rebellious and feisty city. It's the city that refused entry to King Charles, the other one. It's the city that ran Oswald Mosley and his fascist black shirts out. It's the city where school children went on strike for shorter hours and against corporal punishment, learning from the strike actions of their fathers in the Dockworkers Union. We might understand that low voter turnout, or however disturbing and discomforting it is, even the racist violence and destruction of a few weeks ago as part of Hull's rebellious nature as well. And Hull's also a city of solidarity. Hull volunteers fought with the international brigades to support against Franco during the Spanish Civil War, and it supported child refugees escaping that war. Some of them were housed in Pearson Park. I remember going to the Chile socials at the university in the 80s when Hull had a small community of Chilean exiles from Pinochet's regime. I had nights in the Trades and Labour Club on Beverley Road in 1984 where my dad played bingo before shaking his collections in support of striking miners in West Yorkshire. There was the Fight for Workers' Safety by Lillian Blocker and the Head Scout Revolutionaries after the Triple Trawler tragedy, and countless examples of really powerful trade union organising. Hull played its part in the collective resistance to the poll tax that ultimately finished Thatcher's government, including the formation of the brilliantly named local band Hull City Council Against the Poll Tax, which pissed the council off nowhere. Pre-COVID, my son and probably some of you or your children took part in the school strikes for climate action. We've mobilised together to show solidarity with the people of Palestine, or to clean up and offer friendship and support after the riots the other week. We know what solidarity means, and we know how to practice it. And of course, this Cooperation Hull, working together in and with Hull's communities to build solidarity and local democracy and more possibilities for people and the planet to thrive, not just survive. And I know that often it can feel like the odds are stacked against us, that there's precious little hope and nothing much we can do but roll with the punches, or worse, that we're encouraged to direct our blame and anger for our predicaments on someone other, whether that's refugees, migrants, trans people, so-called benefit scroungers, or whoever. The finger always pointing anywhere but the top, the fist always punching down at someone more vulnerable. Sometimes we have differences of opinion or approach, but our essential interests are shared for survival, for flourishing, for a healthy earth and healthy communities that are sources of solidarity and strength. We don't have to be the same as each other to work together for a better world. And it's up to us, it is up to us, to make a better world. Nobody's going to do it for us. There's so much joy and meaning to be had in working together to build our collective capacity. Since getting involved with Cooperation Hull, I feel more hope and more possibility than I have in decades of activism, because I know that I've got comrades in the community who share commitments and efforts and love, and who are working together in service of a collective struggle. There's hope with teeth. Together, we can build the new world that lives in our hearts. We can bridge our differences and work and struggle together to make our lives more livable and to give us more possibilities to thrive. It's not without risk, and it's not a magical solution to the problems we face, but we have so much knowledge and skill and experience together. We're brickies, carpenters, youth workers, educators, medics, artists, carers, cooks, gardeners, labourers. We are of many nationalities and ethnicities, many genders and sexualities, many faiths and none. Audre Lorde said that without community there's no liberation. We are all of our freedom. And it's we, the people, who made the world. And together, with effort and commitment and playfulness and love, we can remake it again.